Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. For each of these dilemmas, I make the best pro and con case I can. The hope is that it'll help you decide what's right for you, not just in these situations, but more broadly. The first dilemma, you're creating a dating profile, and you're afraid that your age is going to turn off prospective dates. So you're thinking of posting photos of you when you were 5 years younger. Well, here's the pro for doing that, the argument for it. You want to give people a chance to judge you on more than your wrinkles. The con argument, you don't want to start a relationship with a deception. Beside the ethical factor, as soon as you get together, even on Zoom, the person's going to see you're older than the posted pictures. So, from the get-go, you'll appear deceptive. Dilemma number 2, you're a salesperson, or its non-profit analog, fundraiser. Your boss gives you a script to use in pitching. It exaggerates the positives and downplays the negative of your product or the charity. Do you use the script? The pro argument, most customers realize that salespeople exaggerate positives and downplay negatives. It's on the customer to unearth unbiased information and perhaps explore other buying options. As long as the product or nonprofit is reasonably good, the need to make your number, which benefits your career and your family, is worth using the pitch that your boss wants you to use. The con argument, if such tactics are required to close sufficient sales, you have an obligation to let your boss know your concern. If the boss won't allow you to be more candid, it's time to look for another job. There are sufficient employers that won't require such tactics. Dilemma number 3, a well-connected, self-described, quote, passionate social justice warrior asks you to sign a petition that demands that systematic racism be emphasized in public schools. You decline, whereupon the person says it's racist to not sign. The person says silence is violence. Do you still say no and risk the person claiming to others that you're a racist? The pro argument is you don't want to be railroaded into supporting something you disagree with. That would contribute to the censoring of dissent that seems to be expanding these days, the so-called cancel culture. And we know the dangers of censorship, from Nazi Germany's book burning and mass murders, to Stalin's arresting and killing millions of dissenters, to McCarthyism's cowing of communists. The con argument, given this person's passion and large network, it's too big a risk to you to not sign. Your signature will have trivial, if any, impact on whether systemic racism gets major inclusion in the public schools. And even if this person accuses you of racism, your career and even your family could be threatened. Dilemma number 4. You and your partner agree to be monogamous, but you have an affair. Do you disclose? The pro argument. A relationship's foundation is trust, and disclosing may encourage important conversations between the two of you that could improve the relationship. Plus, continuing the affair risks disease, pregnancy, and could lead you to irrationally deciding to end your primary relationship. After the affair's infatuation stage passes and you're again clear-eyed, you may realize you made a mistake, but your partner may not take you back. The con argument, for millennia, affairs have been common, even when the primary relationship is good. There's no black and white here. Each person has to assess the benefits versus the risk of an affair. And the fifth and final dilemma, you've just been diagnosed with a progressive, fatal, but not communicable disease. You're asymptomatic, but will develop symptoms in a few months and die within a year. Do you tell your spouse now? The pro argument, you should tell because your spouse deserves to know, both so he or she can provide support for you and for his or her own planning. The con argument, disclosing would give your partner months of worry that he or she can do little to assuage. Also, if you disclose, your pleasant interactions will be tainted by your partner knowing that you'll soon develop symptoms and die. The takeaway? In the real world, there often aren't clear rights and wrongs, only trade-offs, whether in public policy or in personal dilemmas. So, as you face ethical decisions, it may be wise to list the pragmatic and the idealistic advantages of each of the dilemma's horns and then decide. Even so, you may sometimes fall prey to poor decisions, but that approach should increase the percentage of your decisions that you will feel good about. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.